Did that work? Am I live? Normally I get a little bit of a warning, but this one just went straight live immediately, so my pants are down. I better check to make sure that the settings are correct. That it's using the title that I wanted to and the thumbnail and all that crack. Anyway, if you're watching this as an archive, then this is going to be the watch along for the State of Play for March 2022. Supposed to be 20 minutes long, roughly. No PSVR 2 news. But that doesn't mean there won't be PSVR 2 news if you know where to look. I mean, you remember the hybrid games, alright? So every game is potentially a PSVR 2 game as far as I'm concerned, which is why we're watching us, alright? PPO, how you doing, PPO? And actually, now that you're here, you've reminded me I should probably actually share this link in places, you know, so that people might watch us if they're so inclined. So I'm going to put it on Twitter. Probably shut up. Television isn't going to automatically turn off. It's not what I wanted. Donnie got the notification. Damn, Donnie, you're in the good books. YouTube have let you out of prison again. Let me put a link to this on Twitter. And maybe the Discord too. Hold on a sec. What shall I say? How do I grip people's attention? State of Play. Watch along? I don't like that word, watch along. But whatever, that's what it is. I'm not superior to people who use that word. It's not even a word, but whatever. Joshua Taylor, how's it going? Yo Pumpkins, good to see you on. Good to see you too, Josh. Hope you don't mind me calling you Josh. I just feel like we're that close. You can call me Pump if you'd like. Live now. How about that? The link. That's the tweet sent. Just copy the link for Discord. Sorry about this, guys. This is unprofessional. But that's what you expect, you know? If you want the high production value, go to Without Parole or I don't know, who else? Who else is doing this kind of stuff in the VR space? I'll just post the link. And maybe a quick cheeky message saying live now. Anyway, that's that done. God, my life is difficult. Joshua Taylor says, you can be the pumped my kin. I like that. A little bit of wordplay from Joshua Taylor. If, I don't know what you do for your professional career, Joshua Taylor, or if you're old enough to do a professional career or not. I don't know anything about you, to be honest. But maybe consider poetry or songwriting or something like that. You know, you got away with words. A wordsmith. Donnie says, big pap pump to the newbies. The big pap pump. I prefer the papa. I'm not sure how I feel about pap. I don't know if that's a typo or not. That sounds really bad, says Joshua Taylor. And Importance says, over under, wait, what? Over under on any significant VR news. I think this, not, I mean, listen, as I said at the very beginning when nobody was here to hear me, I said, and they've announced it themselves, there will be no PSVR 2 news here. Alright, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be any PSVR 2 news if you know what to look for. If you have it in your mind that hybrid games are a thing, which I do, you know. Hybrid games are happening, so every single game we see from Sony and potentially their partners is potential to be a PSVR 2 game one day. Just because they don't say it here doesn't mean it won't be. Look at Gran Turismo. They've never said anything about that having VR support, but I feel like we all know it probably will. You know, and if it doesn't, that's going to be a big missed opportunity, shall we say. So I don't have the exact odds on that, but you know, it's a complicated situation. Joshua Taylor, I'm looking to the left because I got my television here and it's easier to read the comments on the television, so I hope that's not annoying, but whatever, you don't even need to see me, do you? Well, I didn't see AJ or Brian do anything, so I always enjoy talking to the everyday man. Thank you very much, Joshua. I appreciate that. 52 years old. OG as hell. We got some old folks hanging around here. You're probably not even the oldest, Joshua, you know. For some reason I attract the old men. I think it's because of my supple youthful looks, and they look at me and they think, oh, that used to be me. I used to have a supple... What was that noise? I think my chair might fall apart live on stream. Oh, here we go. Music. So, okay, so this is a good opportunity for you to tell me how the volume is. Is the music too high? Is it too low compared to my voice? I don't want to drown out the stream either, you know. Sean Simmons is here. What's up, Shawnee Simmons? I said the reason AJ and Brian aren't doing this, if they're not doing this, is because they confirmed no PSVR 2 news. It's probably going to be like, just keep your expectations in the ground, below ground level, you know. What's up, can't wait, said Sean. Joshua says nothing, they're not going to give us anything. That's the way to look at us. That's the attitude you should have. PPO says, I wonder if they'll talk about the reverse game mode that I know nothing about. PPO, you're going to have to give me a more detailed breakdown on what that question is, because I've got no idea what you're talking about. Aunt D is here. How you doing, Aunt D? Lovely to see you. Evening all. How are we? Says Aunt D. Gentlemen, as always. Donnie reminding people to hit that like button, and I would appreciate that. I think it's good for the old algorithms. And Decepticon himself is here. How you doing, Decepticon? All the way live from New Jersey. It's Brentley, aka Decepticon, aka Lil Peepee. That's his rap name. Joshua Taylor says, let's go. I'm afraid we've got to wait 13 more minutes. Joshua Taylor. Chairface is here. What it do, Chairface? Let me grab a seat. Actually, I could do with a new chair. So, I'm not even being funny about that. I could do with a seat, Chairface. Hook me up. Reverse. I meant the Resident Evil 8 game mode multiplayer thing. Oh, reverse. Sorry. Yes, or everse. Okay, I forgot that thing existed. That was supposed to come with Village, but it got delayed. Decepticon says, you need to play that Elden Ring. I've heard nothing but like ridiculously good things about it, and the more good things I hear about it, the more I'm off-put by it for some reason. So yeah, you can probably expect that to happen to a lot during the stream. Nobody said anything to me about the music levels. Can you hear the music? I'm assuming you can hear it, because I'm seeing the bars jumping up and down. Just let me know how the volumes are on your end. Important says Gran Turismo. Oh god, I can't scroll up in the comments. I hate that. Gran Turismo 6. Half of 6 is 3. There's 3 cameras on the headset. Viewer support confirmed. I thought you were going with Half-Life 3 there. Important, you kind of threw me for a loop. And there's actually 4 cameras on the headset. So, I don't know if that was an intentional mess up on your part, but I think you've embarrassed yourself. Joshua Taylor says, you're loud and clear. It sounds like it's a little bit underneath the volume for the state of play, but overall we're good. Okay, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Donnie says the blog advertising this event said no PSVR 2 news, but potentially, as he said. Listen, they're not going to say the word PSVR 2 or VR once during the state of play. But that doesn't mean that what we see won't eventually get viewer support. I mean, there's a good chance we'll see Resident Evil Village like DLC or something like that. And maybe one day that will have viewer support, you know? So that's the kind of way I'm looking at this. That's the best kind of thing we can hope for, I think. MC Micro, says Decepticon. Sorry, I mixed up your name. Got it wrong. The Micro PP. Best game ever created, says Decepticon. It's got a 97 on Metacritic. On PS5 version, anyway. It's the most fractured Metacritic I've ever seen in terms of... Normally all the reviewers pick one platform, but this one's like most is PS5, but then there's a good chunk on PC, and then there's a good chunk on Xbox as well, so... I think that's helped it get the higher Metacritic. But still, apparently it's like amazing. How is it compared to Bloodborne? You said it's the best game ever created, so I'm guessing you think it's better than Bloodborne, but... I still want to know. It sounds like ridiculously hard though. Like way more than Bloodborne and all the Dark Souls and whatnot. Deez, the Gamecast, how you doing, Deez? Dehizzle. Nice to see you again. Volume is thumbs up. Thank you, Donnie. Chairface says, is it wrong that I'm put off Elden Ring by the fact that the horse can double jump? That's a strange reason, but listen, no opinion is wrong, really. You know what you like, Chairface. I can't tell you you're wrong. But I guess that adds a lot more platforming to Elden Ring. PPS says, Elden Ring, I want to try it out, but I don't want my PS5 thrown out the window. Yeah, the frustration in them games is for real. I just finished Horizon Forbidden West, got the platinum. And you know, that was somewhat challenging, but you know, the only times I died in that game was like when I missed a jump or something. So, you know, it's nice to have those easy-ish games to play as well. On normal difficulty anyway. I didn't say only 3. Hold on, now I gotta scroll up. There's 3 cameras on the headset. Okay, yeah, I guess. Damn. This guy should be a lawyer. Decepticon says, little beach take. Little beach take. I think that's a paradox. If you got the beach take, it ain't little. You know? Owen Evans is here. Been a while. You still moist? Listen, I won't deny that the news from Without Parole that the head says PSVR 2 is probably delayed to 2023. That hurt. You know, that felt like a punch in the gut. And I felt really depressed hearing that. So I'm still hoping that they're wrong. But if it is a 2023 release date, I mean, that's just gonna hurt. You know, I don't, even if it's January 2023, I don't care, it still hurts. You know? Decepticon says, best Soul game by far, it's Skyrim Souls. People keep saying that it's like, it does all these revolutionary things, but nobody seems to like specifically give me an example of what is that revolutionary thing. It's like, they don't hold your hand. It's like, alright, I felt like Bloodborne didn't hold my hand either, you know? You can go anywhere, but sure, you can do that in lots of open world games. You can turn the UI off in loads of games, you know? You don't have to use the map, mini-map, objectives, etc., you know? Sean Simmons says, it's good on my second playthrough. I guess you're talking about Elden Ring? Joshua Taylor says, I just want to see more of the bosses in Elden Ring. They look really creatively done. Spooky, scary, massive. That's one thing I will say about the Soul games, is not even just the bosses, but even the normal enemies. They're like really cool designs. Spooky, creepy. Some of them are just funny, but still. You gotta love them. We're 7 minutes out. Decepticon says, how much is gas there? It has broken the €2 mark, but today the government have signed off on a thing that's going to reduce it. They're going to reduce the excise duty, which is their tax basically. So it's going to cut it from 20 cent off petrol and I think 15 cent off diesel from midnight tonight. But considering it rose ridiculous, like in the last 2 weeks it went up by more than that. Like that's just like you know, papering over the cracks. I think things are going to get real bad soon. D says, sadly, it's Bradley. Sadly, it's Bradley. Oh, that must be a YouTuber, I guess. Thinks Without Parole is wrong about PSVR 2 release window. Sadly, it's Bradley. Oh, is he the guy who writes for Road to VR? Because that guy is in the know on Twitter. So if he says that, that gives me hope. So thank you for that, Deez. For that bit of hope. Chairface says, some people disagree with the parole comment as Sony are ready for mass production now. The thing is, Without Parole have been very, very reliable with all the PSVR 2 leaks they've had until now. So they've obviously got a reliable source. And if that reliable source is telling them that, it's kind of hard to ignore it, at the very least. Donnie's got... Yeah, see, you do per gallon. We do per litre. So mine is €2 per litre. I don't know how many litres is in a gallon. So I'm not sure how to compare that to your prices. Jackpot says, keep your expectations below the ground. This man coming in here with a straight head in his shoulder. Zzz, plural. He's got 2 of them. And how's it going, Mr. Jackpot? It's been a while since I've seen any of ye. Apologies for being negligent. I'm not going to lie. I've just been playing Horizon Forbidden West for the past 2 weeks straight. I put 90 hours into it in 2 weeks. I'm not sure how impressive that is or sad that is, but I did it. And I had a good time, and it got me hyped up for a Call of the Mountain. So PPO says 2023 just seems off on PSVR 2. Sony's given too much info. Like, do I believe it? Yes. Do I want to? No. See, the problem is like they may have wanted it to be 2022, and then they were releasing information about it based on that. But then, you know, stuff happens. Supply shortages. I think that's what Without Parole are saying. That's the reason for the supposed delay. So it could have been that it was out of their hands, you know. Decepticon says it's that damn USA president. What about that Russian guy? What's his name? Potter. Waving at jackpot. It took me a while to figure out what that second emoji was. 3 liters in a gallon. Okay, so that's $6. Well, no, €6 for a gallon for us. Yeah, €6 for a gallon. And our euros are worth more than your dollars, so that's like $7 or $8 per gallon, if I understand correctly. Which would be for petrol, as you would say, gasoline. I gotta gas up the ride, guys. We're going cross country. Liters. Also keep your expectations below the ground for Horizon VR. Damn, this hater. This questicle coming in here. God damn this guy. I can't wait to wipe that smug smirk off your mouth, Mr. Jackpot. I'm assuming you're smirking. 3 more minutes. I hope they don't show Ghostwire Tokyo, because I feel like there was already a big gameplay thing. Like a 20-minute deep dive onto Ghostwire Tokyo. So I don't want to see any more of that. It's only 20 minutes long. The focus is on Japanese publishers. So we could see Capcom, could be Konami, could be, well, it's not going to be From Software, is it? They've just released a game. Then again, didn't Dark Souls 3 come out like right after, like a year after Bloodborne? So I don't know how big their team is. Maybe they've got a big team. 1 gallon is 3.7 liters. Okay. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad over here. MC Smugfuck. I've lost the plot. 20-minute preview of Ghostwire Tokyo. Could be. Bugsnax 2, says Jackpot. Yeah, let's just expect all this, you know, and at least then we'll have a laugh. Now let me say this right now, before this starts. I'm not going to full screen this. I'm going to put it into like theater mode or whatever. But when I full screen it, it gets choppy and slow, so I'm not going to do that. Actually, can I do that now? Yes, I can. Theater mode, baby. Let me zoom out a little bit. I think I'm zoomed in too much. Okay. Oop. Zoom in a little bit. Don't crash. Don't crash. How's that? That's not bad. I'll take that. Potato laptop. It is. It really is. There was one day last week, not last week, the last time I tried to do a live stream, and I nearly gave up because this, what am I using? Stream Elements. This is the software I use to stream. Just crashed 4 times when I tried to start the stream. I was about to give up. It worked on the 5th time. PPO says, wouldn't it run smoother if you turned live chat off in the YouTube vid? I don't know. I mean, it's not on screen now, so in theater mode, so maybe... How do you turn it off anyway? You can pop it out. I don't know how to turn it off on somebody else's stream. I don't know if I can. Unless I pop it out and close it, but then when I close it, does it not just reappear there? Anyway, when you full screen it anyway though, so the chat shouldn't have anything to do with it, and that's when it gets choppy. It's just to do with my shitty laptop. Sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way. It is ridiculous. Like I'm on a... I can do like a 360 rotation, kind of like a wobble teeter-totter type situation on this chair right now. It will break one of these days. Chairface says the live chat slows stuff down. Interesting. Oh shit. Then 3 minutes went fast. No, I didn't get Gran Turismo 7. Maybe when it goes down in price. Wait for viewer support anyway. Okay, here we go. If you fall, it'll go viral. That's the idea. Ooh, what are we looking at here?
Hello.
Pragmata?
I am Ivy, the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur. Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of exofighters has been dispatched. A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain
What is this?
indoors.
Metroid Prime? Anthem 2 says Chairface. Am I going to stream this via Potato? I always do. Jeremiah, how are you doing? It's a lot of dinosaurs. Is this Pragmata?
I make a sensitive situation.
Why does this feel like a VR game?
All I wanted was
The point of view looks very virtual reality to me.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecasts and exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to 0.
Dino Crisis? No way. Doesn't look anything like Dino Crisis. Except for the dinosaurs, obviously.
Is proceeding under the guidance of the next gen AI, Leviathan.
They keep saying Exo. I feel like it's going to be called Exo something.
Meanwhile, IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exofighters. Humanity's greatest hope.
This Bionicles. There he is. Where's his feathers? I'm sick of them misrepresenting dinosaurs. I knew it was going to have Exo in the title. I can't believe they didn't do Dino Crisis. Idiots.
another exofighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
Alright, consider me not impressed by that one, but not complete trash either, you know?
We just saw the debut
Giant
of
chickens,
Exo
that's what
Primal,
we
a
need.
brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year.
Next year.
Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates for some fan favorites launching soon.
Fan favorites? What do you mean fan favorites? Nobody has played this game. How could it be a fan favorite? Capcom need to get a grip, says Chairface. In fairness, they've been doing very well since Resident Evil 7. You know? Understandable PPO. But again, keep in mind, all of these could get viewer support, you know? It could happen. It's possible. But they won't talk about it here. That guy's doing 25% blackface. Resident Evil 2 and 3 in VR was real good, says Decepticon. I heard someone saying Resident Evil 3 was better in VR than 2. What's the reason for that? Maybe they're just talking shit. Tsuki is narrating this game. Tsuki is the enemies in this game. He sprints at the screen. Oh, the Street Fighter logo. Street Fighter 6 logo. It was literally found to be like an asset you can buy on the Adobe store. Final Fantasy Origins. Every time I see a Final Fantasy, I'm hoping this time it will be the Final Fantasy. But there's always another fantasy, it seems. PPO says this looks nice. Hey, that was nice and quick.
Later today, visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger of Paradise,
Nah.
Final Fantasy Origin.
Wax Souls, rest in
Now,
peace.
let's jump into the world of Forspoken with some
Forspoken.
all-new
This one got
gameplay.
delayed until October, so we're gonna have to listen to this for another fucking 6 months or whatever.
It is quite beautiful.
Yeah, in a everything here wants to kill you kind of way.
Maybe the gameplay in this one will be really good, but the dialogue has been cringy so far. She got taken by a dragon. Endless fantasies, says Donnie. They all involve emo boys. PPO says, yay, Forspoken, I like the look of this one. Wait a sec. Was that Aloy? But they got the same voice actors? Some of the effects do look cool in this game, I will say. Ooh, surfing. Okay, that's pretty cool. Lava look cool.
Let's finish this.
I bet the reason they delayed it is just to remove as much of that cringe dialogue as possible before it releases. Gotta have epic music, says Decepticon. She will rise, Decepticon. Now pre-order us.
That was a new look at the sprawling PS5
Jeremiah wants to play
adventure
this.
Forspoken
I also don't
from
want to see
Luminous
any more of
Productions.
this shit.
Let's check out some
Understandable.
6v6 action in Gundam Evolution. A
Gundam?
fast-paced multiplayer
Here we go.
shooter coming to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Here comes the fucking anime shit now. Well, I suppose it's all been anime shit so far, but you know what I mean. Tsuki's about to pop up. SpongeBob, says Lamb. You talking about Forspoken? Crank up the cringe? Sometimes you can have the more cringe the better, like look at Metal Gear Rising. That game had so much cringe that it broke through and became cool on the other side. Donnie knows what we mean. Looks like Halo. Just keep cranking. PPO says, I don't like this anime garbage. Now if we see a Silent Hill reboot, I'd like that. Me too. But I'm not hopeful for something that good to be here. One day. But I don't think it'll be this day. Same type shooter with different skins, exactly. Network test for Americans and Japanese. Alright. Just fuck me then, I guess. Racists. The Turtles. I bet you're all gonna cream your pants over this one. This type of style reminds me of Decepticon, you know? Like, I feel like he was raised by this kind of 80s stuff, you know? This is his shit. Superfly is here. How you doing, Superfly? Oh, it was you who said that. Sorry, Superfly. Didn't realize. Get yourself some Mutant Ninjas. The Cowabunga collection. Michelangelo was always my favorite. That was a Konami game. What do we have here? Keep this shit on PC where it belongs. Real-time strategy trash. Geisen, how you doing, guys? And he's getting moist. Decepticon says, I just found out recently the guy who did Psycho Mantis's voice has done mad voices for old cartoons. Any
Kaiju
famous
Brawler
one in
Gigabash
particular?
comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Gigabash.
Next, a fan favorite fighting game makes a beautiful
Tekken.
and bizarre return.
Tekken. Tekken A's. Not actual gameplay. Yes. Oh no. Already it's got a fucking anime. Rival Schools? That'd be cool. I like Rival Schools. Jesus Christ. Imagine the recording sessions for these lines. Yeah, we got a little man with a shield. What's that? Goddamn Tasukis. Why did they try to please the Tasukis of this world? Glad to hear it, Geisen. Did like 3 characters on this old shit that was good called Mask. Nothing to do with Jim Carrey's The Mask, no. Cringe, says Donnie. 50 playable characters. You know what that means? There will be no balance to us whatsoever. That's what that means.
Our next 2 games will take you beyond life and death.
Interesting. We shall see. Silent Hill. Little man shield syndrome, says Donnie. What's this? Trek to Yami. A Yami mommy. Is this like 2D but also 3D? Side scroller? Samurai? Kinda looks cool. Animations are a bit fucking PS2, but what's going on with these subtitles? Beyond Death and How Bad They Are, says PPO. The guy who did Liquid Snake did Leonardo. Wow. Cam Clark. I do enjoy me some Liquid Snake. Trek to Yumi looks like a rip of a dream game with the same concept. Really? Oh, it's staring squiggles. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima is responsible for this revival of samurai games. P to the motherfucking P, says P.D. Hawkins. Missed you. Missed you too, P's. That's a kiss on the cheek for you, P's. Not for anyone else. Here we go.
Trapped.
That's ooh, Returnal DLC.
Fighting. Dying.
Still haven't finished this game.
Returning. Always the same,
I'm in the 4th world.
yet always changing.
It's really fucking hard.
Astra, I'm not alone.
Co-op.
Not anymore.
Ooh. Who's gonna help me beat Returnal?
Now I stand before the endless tower. I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward. No
Sisyphus.
matter how high I climb, the challenge begins again.
Some kind of survival mode.
But I fight on, through the infinite. Seeking answers. Seeking ascension.
Ascension. It's going to be called Ascension, isn't it?
My release is within this tower, and I will find it.
Returnal Ascension. Say it. Do it. Go on. Oh, damn, he's good. How do I do this? And it's a free update. It's just 3.0.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension. A free update hitting this March.
Free! Alright, cool. So one of you better help me beat
It's
that.
almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
They're like my least favorite of the Japanese publishers.
Is this really what you want?
It's
And you are
not.
certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom?
That fella doesn't want to be here.
Yes. I suppose it would, in a sense.
PPO loves Returnal.
True. Yes. It made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
Deej in the house. And yes, Decepticon is hooked on it.
Myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However, one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane, ward of the Augurs, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up.
We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
Oh, it's real-time strategy as well.
And now you will die.
These would want to have mouse and keyboard support.
Do you really have such a yearning for war? I can't comprehend it.
Too soon, Square Enix has chair fit.
So then, what shall we do now?
Unlockable Vladimir Putin hidden character.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That fucking Ukrainian president is a bit of a badass.
All the more reason to avoid bloodshed.
Praise the
It
sun.
also likely means that
I think it's the best game I've ever played, says Deej. God
I
damn.
suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
How many hours have you put into it, lads? I was expecting GTA 5 trailer for the enhanced one coming the 15th of this month. I've already got that preloaded. Well, the online one, it's free. GTA Online. Putin DLC. Zelensky is in bed with literal Nazis, says Shen Miao. Now listen, I'm not going to get political because I don't know one way or the other, so I'm just going to avoid that topic because I don't know anything about it. 31 so far, but I'll prob hit 100. Alright, actually, is this the same one? I missed what the first one was called. I'm gonna assume it was called Mega Tensei Super 5. Too many Tsuki games out there.
VALKYRIE.
Jeez, Deej is 80 hours in it. Over 3 saves.
Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation.
How about God of War Ragnarok? I was kind of hoping there might be a trailer for that.
Intervention and save this world from doom.
So I think we can all agree the Returnal update is the best thing from this state of play. Yes? No? We might have some weeaboos in the chat though. Maybe you enjoy some of this stuff. Valkyrie Elysium, of course. 2022.
Your efforts to remain undetected are lacking. Reveal yourself.
Bayonetta.
Who are you?
That's all for today. We'll see you soon.
What am I supposed to do with that? Is that a character that people know? And it's over. Just like that. Not with a bang, but with a whimper, as they say on the streets. PPO says this looks pretty. It's no Silent Hill though, is it, PPO? The news you get there is most likely way different than what we get here stateside. Well, I'm exposed to a lot of your news as well, based on like Twitter and stuff. Not enough Tsuki's. God damn, Deej with the crisp 5. Hold on a sec, let me get that overlay on. We might be able to get the alert to pop up in time. Hopefully, we'll give it a sec. It might do it by itself, but if not, I will manually hit that button. I turned it off because I didn't want, you know, this overlay needs to be sorted out. It's a goddamn mess. Piece is only about 3 hours in, no time to commit. Understandable, I know that feel sometimes with viewer games. Breath of the Anime, that's the title name. Thank me now. That was probably the first one I missed, alright. Jeremiah says, I don't even own Returnal, and it was still the highlights. PPO says, Forspoken and Returnal are the only two things I liked. Chairface 4 out of 10. No comment, just cold hard cash. Still, I wanna see the alert. Let's try it again.
Dej the Pumpkin Patch Kid super chatted $6.78.
$6
More wet than moist.
Thank you very much, Deej the Pumpkin Patch Kid, for that generosity. The cold hard cash, as he says. It's very much appreciated. Get some petrol in the tank with that, you know. So yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about this. This was kind of just whatever. Returnal, and then I forgot everything else. But get ready for people to call you a little bitch if you do co-op in Returnal instead of doing it by themselves. It's kind of like a Souls style community there where, you know, I think they put out an update a few months after it launched to improve the drop rates. So people were like, if you completed the game after that patch, you're a little bitch. You shouldn't update your game, or else you're a little bitch and it doesn't count. So definitely, they're going to call you a little bitch for doing co-op, but I don't care. Alright. World number 4 is very difficult for me. PPO says, surprised we haven't got news on Spartacus. Yeah, there must be something else coming up soon. Maybe not April. Or maybe not March. But surely April now. You know? Because that's the start of their new fiscal year or some shit. So I feel like they have to talk about Spartacus very soon. But then again, it could just be a blog post. You know, like PSVR 2. Let me just stick out an old blog post here. Doesn't need to be a video. Petey Hawkins says, how's that ever-growing family going? You little baby factory. It's going very good, peace. You know, the boys are kind of, they're all chat now. You know, I can have a proper conversation with them. And the youngest lad then, he said clock today. That was his first word. I pointed to the clock on the wall and he repeated me. So that was a nice little moment there today. I donated pounds, not dollars. This is some kind of conspiracy. This software I'm using is a bigot and refuses to acknowledge the Queen's currency and instead translates it into the American monopoly money. Decepticon says that'll get you a drenched pig's blood soup. It's just a foot long of pig blood pudding. No bread, nothing. Just a foot of pig blood. How old are they now? The boys are going to be 3 next month, and then the youngest is gone 1. So I kind of feel like I'm getting somewhere, you know. Just another year and maybe all the nappies will be gone with the twins. Or diapers, I should say. So that'll be nice. Donnie says, I'm going to get back to setting up and organizing my office / game room. Fingered 1. Finger L1. What? Peacer 1. I don't know what that means. And a good night to you, PP. Donnie, thank you very much for the pleasure of your company. And I wish you well with organizing your game room / office. PPO says, I completed it before the patch with saves, and I may use the co-op to complete the surveys, or I need to complete the proper ending. Oh yeah, there's a secret ending in that game. Off to college already, says Decepticon. Get them working now, exactly. And then we tax them. They should be supporting me now. Chairface says, Subway are doing a meal deal on a pig's head sub. I don't know if that's real or not, but it sounds like it's not real. How would you fit a pig's head into a sub? Full Firewall team with daddy pumps. Exactly. One day we'll be playing Firewall 6 on the PS9. Rent is due the 1st. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Okay. I think that's it. Is there anything else we want to talk about? How's everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. But I think we're done for now. But it's nice to get back into the little bit of habit of streaming again. I know I keep saying this every time I stream, but this was nice, casual, relaxed, and nice to chat with you all again. But I think I'll end it there because I'm waffling a bit too much. So I'm going to hit the old stream ending button here, and you can listen to the soothing tones of some of the Decepticon's finest remixes. Alright? Peace out, homeboys and homegirls. Wait, hold on a sec. Have you been good to your mother? No, I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't been good to her. GG casual. Thank you very much, lads and or ladies.
What the fuck is this?